Hi, so this is an update. I'm on day 36 for 75 Hard. And I just finished reading the section for that week in the book 75 Hard. And it's interesting because there are some things that align, and everyone's journey is different, but majority of the things align. What I have realized within myself is that there's a certain form of a grit that is resurfacing. And it's kind of cool to see that there are times when I want to quit. And I would have to say, this past week, for some reason, I wanted to quit. And it wasn't like just to stop altogether. I was just tired. It was mentally exhausting. And I think, as Eddie Frisella would say, that was a bitch voice that was coming through. And just yesterday, I was to do my outdoor workout, to go for a walk. And my husband's like, hey, are you going to go for your walk? Go for your walk, run. I said, I'm so tired. It's not the physical tiredness. I'm just exhausted mentally. He's like, you can do it. Just get out there and just do it. And so I did, and it felt good. I put in the effort. It wasn't 100%, but it was at least like 85 to 90%. But still, it was just exhausting. And there's still some breakthroughs that are needed. A good highlight was this past weekend, my daughter, she went scuba diving. She has her junior scuba certification, and I'm going to get mine probably in the next month and a half. And one of the biggest reasons why I didn't do it with her is number one, she's a competitive kid, which is awesome. But two, I wanted to give her that space so that she can basically teach me. And because this is her lifelong dream. And as a mom, to her, the mom daughter relationship, we're wanting to and will travel the world and be able to have awesome dives together. And I was super excited because as I took her there, and a lot of the dive masters, they're like, when is your turn? I said, it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And it's such an awesome community where it's kind of a small community in many ways, because it's like, oh yeah, I scuba dive, but to continually do it and to be able to not only enjoy it, but to share it with people in a way that it's beyond exhilaration, it's beyond euphoria. It's an awesome experience, and I look forward to that. I've gone snorkeling. I swam with sharks in Cozumel, actually Cancun. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm even at the point where I would love to become a dive master. I wanted to be in the blue, um, and to explore it in various ways, but I would love to be a photographer, an underwater photographer. And so it'll be interesting to see how all this plays out. And so my husband and I were talking, we're definitely going to go full fledged, definitely for our daughter so that she has her gear, and also for myself to get my gear and just to live life. And so on my personal channel, A Mixed Life, it'll be in the description below. I am just a mom that just want to share my daily carpe diems of life and just living the best that you can, and to do better than your best, do better than the day before. And so with new adventures, I'm looking forward to sharing a lot of that, and maybe hopefully be sponsored, you never know. But that's not what I'm looking for. I just want to be able to live the rest of my days in a way to inspire others, especially parents, that even know that you are doing your daily 9 to 5s, or you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is, that there's something to be said about living life intentionally, but also to live your life authentically, but on your own terms. And that's what 75 Hard has helped me to see, that the things that has been taught to you, people taught you because that's what they knew, but there's more to that than just the daily grind. You can be able to have discipline, to be mentally tough, but to be loving in the process. But it's a form of tough love with yourself, and to learn to love yourself more than importantly. And that's what I'm learning to do. And I'm really excited about that. So for this past week, it was a struggle, I said before, of realizing that mental exhaustion, you can still push through it. Because when I did, and I was done with my workout, or finished a book, or water had been a struggle too, where literally one night, it was like before midnight, before I went to bed, and I got my last like 8 ounces of water in. And before I would get it done early on in the day, but it was a mental struggle this past week. So I'm excited for this next week and what it entails and what it brings, and just look forward to sharing more with you. So until then, take care.